everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So tonight we're going to be talking about 5 things my husband and I do not spend money on that most people our age do spend money on. My husband and I were thinking about video ideas last night and we came up with this idea. I'm sure that this idea is not the first of its kind out on YouTube. I'm sure other people, especially in the debt-free community world of YouTube, has done similar videos to this or videos exactly like this. But we thought it would be cool for a video for us because we live pretty frugally for the most part. I mean, we have our moments, but for the most part we're pretty low key. We don't spend a ton of money on things, and so we thought this would be kind of an interesting video. And then I'm going to film another video for next week about 5 things that we do spend money on that most people do not spend money on. So kind of the flip side of that, because there are some things that Jared and I do spend money on that some people our age do not spend their money on. So enough saying spend money on, because I feel like I've said that several times in the first minute of this video, and let's just hop right into it. So the first thing that we do not spend money on that most other young people, young couples spend money on, I'm going to stop saying that because that is going to get really annoying if I keep saying that phrase. So I apologize. Enough with that phrase. So the first thing is subscription services when it comes to like TV or for women especially. There are tons of subscription services out there, from BoxyCharm, Ipsy, FabFitFun. There's book clubs, like monthly book clubs you can partake in. For guys, there's the Dollar Shave Club. I know at one point there was like a male version of BoxyCharm. I don't know if that's still a thing. There's perfume services. Like, there's a ton of subscriptions that you can partake in. And I will say that in the past I think I've had Ipsy before, and I've had BoxyCharm before, and I did that for a little bit, and then I stopped because it was just way too much makeup that I do not use, and I ended up throwing a lot of it away, and it was just wasteful, so I stopped. That includes also the bigger things is Netflix, Hulu, Sling, any like TV subscription. Now, that being said, we do use Netflix. I'm kind of addicted to The Office. I watch it pretty much every night to go to bed, and but we don't have our own Netflix. We use a Netflix account, and honestly, if that Netflix account were to leave, like if they didn't renew their service, we wouldn't go out on our own and buy Netflix or Hulu or anything like that, because we only really watch it at night, and I only really watch it to fall asleep to. You know, my husband watches it to wind down from work, and you know, he doesn't need to. I watch YouTube as well, and he watches YouTube, so it's not like a need that we feel like we need. So yes, it's awesome that we have the opportunity to use someone else's Netflix, but if it gets taken away from us, we wouldn't feel the need to go out and purchase it. Disney Plus, all of that stuff, we just don't spend our money on it. So that is number 1. The second thing is Jared does not go and get his hair cut. I either cut it, which it's taken me a while. I'm sure that's been driving some of you nuts. I have learned how to cut it. I'm not a fan of cutting his hair. It scares me to death of making a mistake, but I do cut his hair. His mom, his grandma, like whoever's available will buzz his hair. He shaves. You know, he does not go to the barber salon at all for any hair cutting activities, I should say. That's probably a really weird way to say that. But anyways, he does not get his hair cut by someone. We do not pay for anything, and so that is a huge savings. I was going every other month because I used to be a super blonde, and now I'm letting my true colors show through, and I have not been since October. I'm going to eventually have to go, obviously, but I'm getting out of the regular habit that most women have of going and getting their hair done. I am getting out of that habit. So that is definitely a huge saving cost, especially me, because when I go, it ranges from 100 to like 115 with the length and the thickness and all that fun stuff of my hair. So we are saving a ton of money by me not going as regularly as, like I said, I have in the past gone regularly, but I haven't for a while now, and then Jared just never goes. But so that's a huge savings. Number 3 is the use of Amazon Prime. We do not have an Amazon Prime account. We do order off of Amazon, but we are not Prime members. We don't even use anyone's Prime account, or we haven't in a long time. We're just not one of those people or couple who's constantly ordering things off of Amazon. I'll order here and there, but we just don't feel it's necessary. I mean, I know I have a family member who's married, and they have a family, and they have a dog, and they do like everything through Amazon, like diapers and dog food, and like they have it set up to where it comes every month, and that's great. It works really well for them, but it's just not something that Jared and I spend our money on, which could go to subscriptions, but I decided that it was its own separate category, and so it's my video, so that's how it's going to be. The next one is eating out. Jared, my husband, doesn't eat out at all, like hardly ever, unless if his parents are going out to eat and invite him and he decides to go, or if they bring stuff, when we were living there, they would bring stuff for him to eat, but he will not choose to eat out hardly ever. I am currently trying to break that habit and addiction, but it's more so as a couple. We hardly ever go out to eat. We go on, dates together. I mean, we go shopping together and we do this and that together, but hardly ever is it followed by going out to eat. Like, I know my parents, they're huge into eating out together, especially, and so they'll go to the store like Costco or Sam's Club or whatever, and then they'll go eat. Jared and I could do the same thing. We could go grocery shopping, but we don't then go eat. Same with work, lunches. Like, we just don't, we make it a habit to not go out to eat for lunch. Like, a lot of my coworkers, I see them going out 2, 3, 4 times a week sometimes, and I hardly ever go out to eat. This year, if you've watched my previous video about my goals, I am working on, my goal is to not eat out at all this year, and so obviously that affects this. But even when I didn't have this goal, my eating out habit at like work anyways was way down from how it was in the past. So that was number 4. I'm trying to think about the 5th one. Oh, the 5th one was we do not have, up-to-date vehicles. We drive, and we're debt-free. So, I know people drive beaters and stuff when they're getting out of debt and everything like that, but, we do not have cars with, cameras or any of the bells and whistles. Mine doesn't even have like a self-start thing, which apparently my husband's does, which I just realized that a couple weeks ago, so I'm a little bit jealous. But I have a 2007, and I believe his truck is an 07 as well. We just, again, eventually we do want nicer cars. I mean, our plan for the future is to get nicer cars. I want a Jaguar, and he wants his like dream truck, and then he had 2 other things. I think one's a Camaro. Jared, correct me if I'm wrong, you had like 2 cars you wanted, and I cannot remember either one. I think one was like the original or something, I don't know. Anyways, we want nice cars. I mean, obviously my Jaguar is super expensive, but right now I drive my little 07 Honda Accord, and I'm perfectly happy with it. Her name is Rhonda, and we don't go out and buy expensive cars or lease cars or anything like that. We are content driving what I think his grandparents gifted him his truck, and then we bought my car, or he actually bought my car for me. I could do a whole story on that, but last November. So we are very content with our cars. Even though they're older, we do not see a reason to upgrade. So those are 5 things that we choose not to spend our money on. Please leave a comment down below on what you choose not to spend your money on that might be popular. Or tell me things like in my list of 5 things we don't spend money on. Tell me if you do spend money on them, and it'll be a fun conversation in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Next week I will be doing the opposite of this video, which will be 5 things that we do spend money on that most young people do not spend money on. So make sure you check that out. It'll be up next Thursday. Today is Thursday. Yes, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are, or a great evening. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye.